tape, candles, and handwritten signs in memory. They are among the indications that someone died here. Another shooting. This one Friday night, claiming the lives of two young mothers, Chantel Grant and Andrea Stoudemire. But this was not just another shooting. Not here, a place where neighbors and the group called Mothers Against Senseless Killing vowed to keep safe.
It's a great ground as far as we're concerned. This was a haven that was built by mosque.
4 years ago, members of the group vowed to take back the corner and keep it safe for women and children after another murder here. They patrolled it every day for the entire summer, hosting barbecues in the evening. Maria Pike got involved after losing her 24-year-old son, Ricky, to violence.
It is personal because any kind of violence, regardless of whether you are the affected or you are the offender, is wrong.
Neighbors say the two victims lived down the street and were doing their best to raise their children safely in a place where violence is often commonplace.
The lack of humanity is shocking.
The Chicago police detectives from Arizona.
This story changed my life and my way of thinking. When I heard this story, it took me back. So I got to digging, and looking for more information on the story. Because I'm like, it's impossible that we got to this point where the women can't even come out and simply protest for peace. So I got to looking into it because I wanted to see, was it a mistaken identity? Did they not know who these, individuals was? Or was it an accident? What really took place? Because in my mind, I couldn't see no one purposely going and targeting a group of women who are just preaching peace. They're not saying a individual's name or a group of individuals or a particular gang or anything. They're not pinpointing no one or no one's actions. They're just saying peace. And so I'm like, we can't be going this low. It shook me to the core just to think about it. Like, no, man. We cannot be at a point where we will actually go out and purposely harm our women who are just preaching peace. And so I got to looking into it, and God behold, it seemed that they were the targets. And so I sat back and I kept track of the situation, and tried to follow it on social media. Tried to see was anyone saying anything about it, in the streets. And within a week, it just disappeared. Not a scream, not a yell, not a shout. And so that made me come to the realization that no one cares. No one cares that we can have two of our women go out of their way to make sure that our kids have a safe place to play. And these women had banners and signs and posters letting people know what they represented and who they was. There's no respect for them. No care. And so, after this situation, the George Floyd situation took place. And I seen the complete opposite, which was rightly deserved to happen and take place. But you see the outcome of that. You can't eat out the devil's hand for free. I'm going to say that again. You cannot eat out the devil's hand for free. So they raised the price of everything. Of everything. And so, in a sense, they're making us pay for that, whether you believe it or not. Yeah, COVID had a lot to do with it as well. But not as much as of what took place with the George Floyd. Because it also was an embarrassment on the world stage. Whether they was in the wrong or not. That's just how they see it. They don't see us as equal. You must realize that. They don't see us as equals. You know that. So any type of behavior like that, where the world can see, best believe some way, shape, form, or fashion, they're gonna make you pay for it. Hence, they raise the price of everything. Now people on social media crying, saying how they supposed to live. People living in their cars and everything. And so there's no way that you're gonna eat out of the devil's hand and get away scot-free. But when that George Floyd situation took place, I just seen the total opposite of what these ladies received, even in their own city. I'm not expecting the rest of the country or the world. But even in their own city, even on their own side of the city, not a whisper. And so, just sitting back and realizing that and just seeing it, like, damn, Nobody cares what you do for the community. They only praise you if you're doing wrong. That's it. These ladies did their best, and I thank them. Rest in peace for their efforts. For their courage. Somebody purposely went and killed these ladies because they was preaching peace. Do you understand that? And nobody had nothing to say. That hurt my heart. Man, that hurt me, man. I'm like, you just gonna come and just shoot, kill the women for preaching peace? And nobody don't have anything to say? We have allowed our kids to make us close our mouth. You know how when the kids was little, we used to tell them shut their mouth, shut up. Well, now that's what they doing to the adults. We have allowed people who live a street life to make the rest of us just shut the fuck up and don't say shit. You know what? I'm tired of tap dancing. I'm not well at dance. I'm not good at that at all. We have allowed ourselves to be put on punishment by our own community. Our own community is holding down our true potential. This is not about who you used to be yesterday. This is about who you are right now today. Where do you see us going? Where? Where do you see us going? All we do now is just shake our head and hope now that our kids make it home, our wife make it home, our husband or boyfriend or girlfriend or mother or father or whoever makes it home. We in a praying state all the fucking time for somebody just to make it home. Do you understand that? Today, tomorrow can be your day. And nobody will care. One of the brothers I grew up with, he just was killed. And they said, this was somebody told me. I wasn't there. But they said somebody told me how they found out that he was dead. That a young lady hopped on Facebook and was like, if anybody related or friends or kin to, and they said his name, typed his name, man, come on over here to this location. He laying dead in the street, or he laying out here in the street. This was like what? Maybe a month and a half ago. Nobody cared. Just so many people. It's like a lot of kids ain't gonna see their fathers. Or their mothers nowadays. What you mean common sense approach nowadays? They might not see their mother.
South are investigating the case, but at this point, they have no motive and no one in custody.
A woman is seriously hurt after she was shot while driving in Auburn Gresham late last night. You can see at least 5 bullet holes in the window and door of the car. It was left at the corner of Vincennes and Halsted.
You know what? I'm gonna let the video play. Let me go back.
Have no motive and no one in custody.
A woman is seriously hurt after she was shot while driving in Auburn Gresham late last night. You can see at least 5 bullet holes in the window and door of the car. It was left at the corner of Vincennes and Halsted, just a few feet from a Citgo gas station. Police say just after 11 last night, an unknown car drove up and someone inside opened fire. Our nonstop news crew saw more than a dozen evidence markers on the ground. Many are shell casings.
Let me go back for a second. And that just happened I think this just happened 19 hours ago. So whenever this 19 hours from right now, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's Thursday morning. So this just happened 19 hours or 20 hours before then. Whatever time it is, so you do the math. This just happened. Or something like that. It just happened. So, well, I do want to say something right quick. This is to you women. Let's go right here.
After she was shot while driving in Auburn Gresham late last night. You can see at least 5 bullet holes in the window and door of the car.
I want to say something to all you women out there just riding around these dark ass tinted windows. It's cute. I understand it. Make your car look nice. I understand you can creep around and nobody know who you are. I understand. Police can't look all in your car. People ain't looking all in your car. I understand. But you must come to the realization or come to realize that nobody can see in there. The same thing that's a good it's a yin and yang to everything. Just like can't nobody see you, don't want nobody to see you. Yeah, can't nobody see you. No one can tell that it's a woman in there or a woman in there with kids. You come riding down the block, bumping your Cardi B or your Sexy Red, you speeding, feeling yourself, you feeling good today. A few cars and sped through there. Maybe they just got the block. Somebody just came through there shooting earlier or the day before. And they like, man, the next, you never know. I'm just using this as an example. And you come through there, you speeding or you flying through there with your tents. And you might have went past the address you meant to go to or something. Or you thought it was that. And you come spinning back around again. And this what can happen. Nobody's taking chances like that. They gonna fire your car up. So that's why I said, oh, you just hoping for the mother to get home. No, it was just the men that we had to worry about 10, 15 years ago. You know, heavy, on a heavy side of making it home. I ain't saying women ain't never get caught up in situations. They did. But not like today. Not like today. And these dark ass tents is contributing to a lot of women getting shot at. Or their cars shot at. I'm telling you now. You riding around some of them neighborhoods with them tinted windows and you don't know what then took place on them blocks before you came. Or the day before. Or the week before. and you come flying through there and nobody can see up in that car, and you probably can't even see that they're in the gangway, in the cut, or whatever. You just flying through, spinning the corner, you then flew back through again, looking for somebody or looking for a resident or whatever, and they just get to shooting at your car. So just know, it's a gift and a curse with them tents now.
He was left at the corner of Vincennes and Halstead, just a few feet from a Citgo gas station. Police say just after 11 last night, an unknown car drove up and someone inside opened fire. Our nonstop news crew saw more than a dozen evidence markers on the ground. Many are shell casings.
We do have some breaking news now. A woman was shot and killed as she tried to escape two gunmen on the city's south side.
CBS Skywatch was over the scene at 70th and Vernon in the Park Manor neighborhood a little earlier today. Police tell us
I think this the one that was at 19 hours ago, and the other one was 13 days ago. It's one or the other. One of these stories was 19 or 20 hours ago, and the other one was 13 days ago. One or the other. But they happened within, a month.
two women were sitting in a car around 11 this morning when two men approached them with guns drawn. The driver, a 27-year-old woman, tried speeding away. One of the men started shooting, striking her in the head. She died at the hospital. At this point, no one is in custody.
Okay, let's go back to that one more time. I want you guys who have women in your life, that love the women in your life, despite what y'all might be going through, anything, them the women in your life, okay? Your family, your girl, your wife, whatever. Female friends you might have. And I want you guys to pay attention. Exactly what they say happened.
Those two women were sitting in a car around 11 this morning when two men approached them with guns drawn. The driver, a 27-year-old woman, tried speeding away. One of the men started shooting.
They seen she was a woman. They clearly seen she was a woman. So for you men, talk to the women in your life. Especially the younger ones. The older ones, they kind of know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But them young ones, talk to them. Let them know. Don't be out here getting yourself involved in some BS. Because a lot of women are putting themselves in the mix. They be all in the videos too, throwing up or throwing down gang signs. They be hanging with these guys, driving the guys around. They be trying to do scope out things for guys, and trying to be their eyes and ears, and they playing the back door and set up games. Let them know, ain't nobody playing. This is broad daylight, south side of Chicago, 11 o'clock in the morning. He clearly see, they said two guys approached. They clearly seen it was women in the car. And still got the shooting. So I don't know if they was the target or them guys just didn't, they sent themselves off, let's say it like that. So I don't know if they just sent themselves off doing something to do it, because they pulled off, so they felt offended and started shooting at the vehicle, or were they really looking for one of those females or whoever them females deal with? So you gotta especially if you have daughters and nieces, let them know, hey, don't be out here. Hey, choose wisely. Because when they come, if you sitting up in there, you might get it too. And in this case, if that person ain't there, you still might get it. And so that's what we're going through right now. So So when I told you women getting shot and doing drive-by, I didn't even see these stories. I just pulled these 2 stories off. This one just happened today. But with the 2 sisters who got killed, you know, preaching peace, you know, that was a story that really just turned me, man. I don't see how we can just be so silent. You know, we didn't allow the streets to put a muzzle on the community, bro. Sis, shit. I'm dead serious. We have allowed the streets to put a muzzle on the community. You can't say nothing. You can't say nothing about kids being killed. You can't say nothing about elderly people being killed. You can't say nothing about women being killed. You can't say nothing about the young man being killed. You can't say nothing about the working man being killed. You can't say nothing even about the other fellow gangbangers being killed. You can't even try to speak up for them. They get mad if you try to speak up for them. You can't say shit. It's like a pyramid of motherfuckers standing on our neck. We got the street standing on us, then the government standing on us. We got this thing. Come on, man. It's just too much fucking fear. And I know it can't be done overnight. Or what can be done? To be honest, we're at the point of no return. So I'm telling you, if we finna go out, then we gotta go out with a bang. We can't be allowing nobody to hold our women and kids hostage. We cannot allow that. I remember it was once upon a time, our rappers, or where our rappers didn't even speak or make music with lyrics stating that they're shooting to a house. Now I'm gonna tell you the rapper who started that. 50 Cent. I get tired of looking for you, shoot your mama crib and let your ass look for me. Remember that line? I'm not saying houses wasn't getting shot into, but after rappers wasn't saying that because that was something that was beneath the code. Like, what, you shooting in the house? You don't get no props for that. Imagine Nas or Tupac or Biggie or KRS-One or hell, even easier, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot in your house. Not you standing on the porch and I'm shooting at you and you happen to try to run in. No, I'm just gonna pull up and start shooting all in your crib. Even if they did that or felt that it was cool to do if you had to do it, they didn't express it because it was beneath the code. But when 50 Cent came and he said it, it made it a little, now you get rappers always talking about shooting in somebody's house and I come and shoot up the 50 shots in your mama's house. I'm like, and now people bobbing their head to it. Like, yeah, boy, he said he'll throw 100 shots up in your mama's house. And then I'm sitting there with him, I'm like, the fuck? No. That's beneath the code. That's a no-go. So you telling me you just gonna go shoot up his mama's house? You don't even know if he in there. You don't know nothing. No car out this car ain't there. Nothing. Nobody told you he went in there. You been staking out the place for a few weeks. You didn't see him go in there, so you just finna go shoot up his mama crib. So it be them small things they try to inch and, sneak in on us. Like give an inch, take a mile, and they always bring something new to the community to destroy us. And then they always bringing us a new gun too. Oh man, always. We had the famous Tech 9 and the Mac 10s and the 11s, and then they started giving us the 30-shot clips, and now you get the mini Dracos, and then you get the switches. So they always got a new gun. It's like when they change the music, they change the guns. The Uzis and the Techs was doing the gangsta NWA era, if you want to say. That former LA music, California music. That was with the Macs and the Uzis and all of that. And then as you went up into the eras of like the T.I.s and the Jeezys and the Gucci Mane, they gave you the extended clips. And then as you go up into that next generation of the Migos and all them, you get the Dracos. And then when they come with the drill music time, now you get your switches. So as they change the frequency of the music to get us to conduct ourselves a certain way, or the youth or whoever, because it ain't just the youth. Don't want to put it all on the youth or whoever. They changed the artillery as well. They changed the arms. So it's always a constant focus on destroying for some reason, like just standing on us, and that's part of that spell. It's like that spell only causes us to be hard on us. If that make any sense. The spell only allows us to be hard on us. And we kind and gentle to everyone else. And that's part of that spell. Because it's meant to do its harm within. It's not meant for you to really spill over into other places. And sometimes we do. But look how much we have to go through before we really get up and, really feel like, hey, we got to challenge this. And a lot of it be spearheaded by outside organizations and groups of people that just want us to go in a certain direction. I hate how we being used and how we use each other in this country. And there's so many different, man, we at the bottom, so it's so many different levels to this pyramid that sometimes all you can really do is hold on to what we have right here, on a hardcore pavement. Because there's nothing we can do to stop them from what they are doing to us when it comes to the food. As far as the quality and also the pricing of the food. There's nothing we can do, with that way they already have structured the healthcare system or the justice system. We lost in wars. We didn't know we was at battle. We didn't know we was at war, but we was. every fraction of your life is a different war when it comes to you as the people. And so now they have us at this point now where it's just men and women bickering and arguing and going back and forth, displaying their dislikes for each other. And I know that's the last straw, because that's the one that prevents you from reproducing. So my common sense kicks in, and that's how I know, by using my common sense, my gut feeling, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding I have gained from living and God has installed upon me. I am able to see clearly that that's the last straw. If they get us there, we cooked. I'm not saying that you have to physically be with, someone that you don't want to be with. No, you have the right to be who you want to be with. For the person, how they conduct themselves, this the way you like your men or you like your women, then okay. To be okay. But that don't mean it can't be, some respect, some care, some caring about how you make that other group, other gender feel. How you attempt to degrade them or embarrass them in the public eye as a whole. So, you're ready for a rocky road. It's 2024. We got 5 more years. This common sense approach. I'm out.